Merryn Somerset Webb is with me. She's the editor of MoneyWeek. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And we were talking outside about how much of the household income now goes on oil and energy. Is that higher or lower than where it was?
It's lower. It's a lower percentage. You know, incomes have gone up relatively since the 70s, so we spend much less of our income on oil and oil-related products than we did.
Not exactly a reason to be cheerful, though.
No, it's not a reason to be cheerful. You know, the impact of the most recent rise in oil will not be as severe as it was in the 70s. But you must remember there are already problems in the economy, and particularly in the US economy, where the consumer has been hit by all sorts of nasties recently, falling house prices, rising interest rates, etc. So this is a bit of a double whammy for them, and it certainly isn't going to help the situation in the US economy, and it doesn't help us much either.
What impact does it have on the British economy here? We talk about the high price of oil and we automatically think of the cost of petrol at the pump, but it doesn't stop there. It spreads all the way through the economy.
Oh, there's oil in everything. I mean, this is the thing that people tend to forget when they think about oil prices. They just think about petrol, but you have to remember there is an oil derivative of some kind in practically everything you touch. You know, plastics, clothes, toothpaste apparently has a trace of oil in it. You know, so the impact of rising oil prices goes through the entire economy and affects inflation.
And the problem, of course, is that whilst we've seen oil prices go up and down over recent decades, because it's becoming harder and harder to find oil, it means the chance of finding cheap oil is diminishing.
Yeah, there is very little cheap oil left. There haven't been a big oil find in a long time. Demand is going up very fast. Remember that the amount of oil used by China alone has doubled in the last decade and is going up 15% odd a year. So demand is rising very fast. That is probably not going to change, and the supply isn't there to meet it. So there is a good reason why the oil price is rising. There's some speculation in there, of course there is, but the fundamentals are very strong for the oil price.
And if it hits $100 a barrel, is that important, or is it just one of those big round numbers that economists get excited about?
It's psychologically important. It'll be frightening for stock markets, but no, it's not any more important than $99 or $101.
OK, Merryn Somerset Webb, nice to talk to you. Thanks for joining us here at breakfast at the Stock Exchange, the editor of MoneyWeek. More business after 7, maybe a little bit of exercise, I'm told. We might be looking at the new trend in computer games that get us fit.